That is good banter.
Oh, Timmy.
Holy bags of shit. It is Sunday night and it's cold and we're
Good Banter HQ, but we're up in the bloody office, mate.
yeah, because it's late. It's bloody about 9 of the PM.
Yeah, we are banging out on a Sunday night. Not the most ideal time to be doing a podcast after a, sort of solid weekend, I guess.
Yeah, so a little flat, but we'll fire up and make this an episode to remember.
One to
I have
remember.
no doubt because we've both been. We've had a lot of shit on. You've been in Thailand.
We've been
I've
all
been
overseas. You've been to Tassie.
Probably the polar opposite to Thailand would be Tasmania, I reckon.
Yeah,
No sun, bit of fun.
bit of fun.
Not as many.
Lady boys.
Not as many lady boys. Didn't see any lady boys. And not as many probably 56-year-old fat men getting
Round with 20-year-old.
and getting
wanked off.
Yeah. So
It's
what
awesome.
is obviously there's more to Thailand than just
Getting wanked off.
getting wanked off.
Big portion though.
Yeah. Do they have it on their license plate? Is it like Thailand, the wank capital?
The
or
wank capital.
the happy ending capital, or no?
Yeah.
They should have.
I don't know if they even have number plates. But,
She's a pretty.
so what could the what would it be? Thailand, because they've got to go states, don't they? I don't know.
Do they have states over there?
provinces? Maybe they're provinces over there.
Don't know.
I don't know, but I tell you what, yeah, Phuket at Patong Beach area, Bangla Road. It is. I've never been to Vegas, but I'm tipping it's not far from Vegas.
I think
The debauchery.
Vegas would have a little bit more class.
Yeah, there's no real class.
No, there's nothing classy about they're not wearing bintang singlets, but I'm sure the Thailand version, and flip flops and big guts hanging out. That's what I'm picturing. And just so the plan for the day: sleep in, get up, have 12 beers, and then get jerked off. And that's pretty much the plan for the day for a lot of the old men over there.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like literally, it was 4 days. I'm still a bit wonky. I flew in. I had an overnight flight Thursday night, and
What does it cost to fly over there?
like I said, Surebet and the family very generous. They flew me over on Jetstar. I think it might have been $1,000 or something.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, that was
What a guy.
that was a great part. He got a bit of time before he passed. He basically, they asked him what he wanted to do. He said, "This is what we want to do. We want to have a little celebration in Melbourne.
Yep.
Celebration in Thailand. I don't want any bloody funerals. Fuck the funeral. It's too sad. I want everyone to get rotten, everyone to get pissed, and just celebrate my life." And did that in Thailand. And bloody look after Budsy.
Well, I guess
Look after him.
I guess that is one very small positive about a slow death is you can plan shit rather than if you just walk along getting mowed by
A truck
a truck. You haven't had time
or
to
a tuk-tuk.
mowed down by a tuk-tuk. You haven't had time to, even bloody delete the history. On your bloody laptop or your phone, or you haven't had a chance to clean your shit up. Who knows what sort of dirty secrets you got.
I
in
reckon
your
there'd be a
bedside.
lot of people. Obviously, Warney passed over in Thailand.
Yeah, so Warney, it's a good point. Warney dies, right?
Yep.
Or
He
anyone
did.
dies.
Yes.
Someone's got to, we'll say dies suddenly. Someone's got to go to their house.
Or hotel room.
Or their house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause it's not necessarily where they die, but they've obviously got a house.
Yes.
So if someone dies suddenly, someone's got to go to their house and clean up their shit. Like someone's got to, whether they're renting or selling, someone's got to go through all their stuff. That gets chucked out. We'll leave those photos for mum. And, I didn't know. Why has he got a giant dildo in his bloody sock drawer? And, geez, that's a fair old stack of
pornos.
he's got there.
I guess
and
maybe that's the good thing about having so much stuff on the internet now. It stopped the stack of pornos and the VHSs and the DVDs of porn.
Oh.
You don't want you going at a young age and you've got a bloody a wardrobe full of fucking porn and shit like that. Imagine like the family just going, all right, who gets this in the will?
Yeah, no, you don't want that. Yeah, I reckon. I mean, obviously, I'm happily married now, and three beautiful kids, and I'm a lot less skeletons in the closet. But I reckon back in my single days, if I was asked to leave a will, if I were to die suddenly, I'd just write however much money's in the bank, buy that worth of fucking petrol, douse the fucking house in petrol and fucking light it on fire. Don't even fucking open the front door. Just fucking firebomb that fucking house.
Don't look anywhere. don't go through any of my shit. Clothes.
Yeah.
Football gear. My car. Just burn
I don't
it all.
know how you going to do it. Whether you go to the army, get a fucking torpedo and fucking just blow the fucking house up. Just destroy any fucking evidence of anything I've been up to. And that's what I want done with all my money.
Well, yeah, isn't it? I've actually got me thinking now how much shit do I've lying around in case something happens to me. I'm not too bad. I think, once you're married and you're sort of sharing a house, that's when you sort of, it's a lot harder to hide stuff.
Yeah. Well, you don't need to hide stuff.
You don't have to hide stuff.
But,
like, if your wife's into it as well, she knows you like getting pegged.
Yeah, it's true. But I'm
like, you don't want a fucking jerkinated 2000.
No.
Hiding in the bloody, in the garage or something like that. Go, Jesus Christ, what the fuck was he into? There must be some horrific shit, though, they find.
Oh, well, and that must have really changed some parents. I'm assuming it's the parents quite often.
Well, who do you reckon? Warnie. Let's go through Warnie. Do you reckon maybe
his kids?
The kids?
Jesus.
I reckon I reckon the son had sort of. Wow.
I think with Warnie, he might be a bit of.
He's not hiding much.
And might be a bit of an exception to the rule. You already know.
Yeah.
Nothing you find in Warnie's bloody sock drawer is going to surprise you. It'd only surprise me if there was nothing in the sock drawer.
Right.
If there were socks in the sock drawer, that'd blow your fucking mind.
Yeah.
But like a normal person, they move. Let's just say they're 40.
Yep.
But they're still single, living by themselves. Moved out of home 15 years ago. Country family. He's been living in the city by himself, and look, for some reason, passes, car accident, whatever. Mum and Dad have gone to the house, and they've already got their opinion of the
little Paul.
Paul. He's been doing his work, his butt off. He's just hasn't found the right lady, and butter wouldn't melt in his mouth.
He's just such a nice kid, He went on a few dates
and then
it just never worked out.
The parents going to clean up his bloody house, and he's got like dead prostitutes in his fucking
the floor. Why are these floorboards lifting up? What's going on there? Jesus Christ,
maybe not to that extreme, but geez, it would have changed some parents' opinion of their just that, and it's the last memory.
Yeah.
Like they say, first. It's important to set a good first impression. It's fucking important to set a good last impression too.
This could be a good bit. I like it.
It's actually fucking terrifying. If you were just to fucking, your head were explode today, what shit have you got leaving around? Well, what shit have you got?
All right.
Yeah.
I reckon.
I think we're going to be all right.
Oh, I reckon we're going to be all right.
I know a lot of people, and there would have been a time in my life that, my will. Yeah, just fucking torch the house.
Yeah, it's definite. It's probably more if you're into the kinky, you've just got, what would be the most embarrassing thing you'd be caught with? Like a fake vagina or a sex doll or a...
Or even just... but it doesn't even have to be much. Even bloody...
A photo of you 10 PE teacher or something.
Just a little
giving it blue steel.
tub of lube next to your bed. Like your parents' last thought is, oh, my son whacks off just about every night.
Yeah. His dad will be like, fuck yeah, like father, like son.
Well, that's the dad would be like, well, I bags that. It's certainly something to think about.
It is something to think about.
Get onto that.
I think we just talked about Thailand and.
Well, a lot of people would have died in Thailand.
Oh shit, yeah.
And yes,
so the cops would walk in there. You'd sort of want to hope if you died in Thailand, the cops just fucked the crime scene, wouldn't you? You wouldn't want to be. You wouldn't want to be getting them to. If you're up to some dodgy shit, you wouldn't want them to be, taping it off and concealing the crime scene. You'd be like, fucking walk all over it.
Oh,
buddy. Yeah, drag, get as many fingerprints and as many, other people's blood stains and shit in here.
Oh, have a fucking bleach fight in there. Just
get the detective to fucking jerk off over there.
It's a tough one. I wonder if there's a bit of an unwritten rule. Like I'm sure cops have talked about this. Like amongst cops, bloody, Johnny's been found dead in his hotel room.
Did you get a selfie with him?
I don't know if they're doing that. He's got a dildo up his ass. He's bloody got lipstick on.
Someone's got to take photos.
He's for some reason he's shaved one of his ass cheeks. He's painted his knob black. He's just a fucking freak show. This bloke. It's a fucking circus. And he
died doing what he loved.
Yeah. So the cops have walked into this train wreck and they're like, fucking Jesus.
Wait a few days before we call the family.
Yeah. So is there a bit of a bro code where they're like, let's just tell the family he fucking slipped and hit his head, eh? Because there's a bit of them going, it's not going to help anyone to tell.
No, because they're got to identify the body. Is this your son? I said, well, it's not ours. He doesn't have a black knob.
No, and he doesn't wear lippy.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh, the dildo up the arse. I don't know.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
That's, but I wonder if they tell them all, like, unnecessary, because if there's no crime being committed, are they telling the loved ones unnecessary information?
Maybe they.
Like, even if the information's there, they've had an affair or something.
Yeah.
Like, are they thinking, well, let's just not mention it?
It's
a tough one.
Things don't need to be. Yeah, it might come out in the wash.
Yep.
Yeah, it's best off coming out a few years later than when you've got the dildo up the arse. And
but I guess if the parents have got to identify the body, then they've got to pull the dildo out of his ass, get the lipstick off him, and
go, yeah, that's him,
and get the nail polish remover to clean his black knob up, and they could just pull his pants up, I guess.
Pull his pants up, or just chuck him in the shower.
Might be easier just to let the dirty fucker
just rot.
Burn.
Yeah, we're definitely cremating him.
Oh yeah,
it's not going to be an open casket. I'll give you the tip.
Yeah, well that could be another thing in the will. Cremate me before anyone sees me.
Yeah, someone would have to pull the dildo out. Who has to pull it out?
Don't know. That's a first year sort of job.
Yeah, get the apprentice on this one. Get the trainee cop on this.
The senior sergeant ain't coming down to pull a dildo out of someone's asshole.
No, that's wrong.
But they have people that come and clean up crime scenes.
Yeah, they do.
So maybe
it's up to them.
Maybe it's up to them.
I don't think so. It's because they always drag the body out on a gurney or whatever.
They put him in that plastic
plastic
Coles
sheet
bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and they couldn't be able to do the zipper up because the dildo would be sticking. Maybe they could just try and snap the dildo off. Keep part of it. Maybe they could just hacksaw it. Maybe
hacksaw the dildo.
Hacksaw the protruding part of the dildo off.
Yeah, fair call.
Yeah.
Well, it's an interesting start to the pod. Yeah.
Actually, that wasn't written down, all that chat.
No, that's
believe it or
not.
That was
banter.
That was a bit of good old fashioned ad lib. So you're in Thailand. So what percentage of So you're on the plane going over. Oh, I'm always fascinated because I went.
So I'm on the plane going over or
going over.
Yep.
So because my wife and I went to Thailand on our honeymoon, but we didn't do the bloody seedy stuff. We're on these little islands, yeah. So I've never really seen that side. So you're on a plane. So there's 100 people on the plane. You're looking around. Are you thinking?
You can pick the sex tourists.
Yeah. What percentage of that 100's a sex tourist?
Oh, probably 85%.
Yep.
No, probably not that. But you can pick the blokes at the airport. There's 3 old blokes at the airport.
Are they travelling together?
They're travelling together, mate. They are travelling together.
How do you invite a mate onto us? I guess it's even more dodgy if you go by yourself. If you go to Thailand by yourself,
well,
no
it
one's
is.
going, oh, bloody 65-year-old Frankie loves those Thai sunsets.
Well, it's probably like, do you want to go? If you ring a mate and you go, you like UFC, let's go to the pub and watch the UFC.
Okay.
It's like, hey, Robbo, you like getting jerked off in Thailand
by a underage male
with soft hands and an Adam's apple, mate. Do you want to come over to Seas with me?
Yeah, okay.
I know a good place to go where everything's going to be fine as long as we don't cark it in the fucking hotel room.
Just don't cark it.
Yeah,
a lot of those guys
don't bring your dildo.
Because a lot of those guys are, they're not a picture of health. They're heart attack candidates.
Yeah, it's probably the Viagra brings stuff like that on.
Having some Viagra, having bloody, having a lot of sex.
Well, it's not natural to get jerked off 5 times a day.
No, they need to cap it.
Yeah, maybe you need to wave the white flag or whatever whenever you surrender. All right, 3.
Or I could have maybe those little like those little coffee club cards,
like the 10th wank.
Yeah, no,
free.
So every time you you get jerked, the little masseuse just punches a hole in your card, and you can't have more than say 4 a day.
The problem is it'll be like the coffee because you get about 10 different coffee cards. There's so many massage joints over there. Why is your wallet?
No, but something
so thick.
It's something that the country would have to run to try and stop old men having like massive heart attacks with dildos up their ass because it's costing taxpayer a fortune on dildo removal. So they would supply these every day. So, all right, Frankie, how long are you going to be here for? 7 days. All right. So
that's the question they ask when they stamp your passport.
Yeah. So you got 7. You get 7 cards. One's dated each day. Every time you get a Hillary swanked off, you punch the card, and you can't have more than 4 a day. Could you let them go 6 days without, and then just get jerked off 30 times in the last day?
Oh, you probably could. You'd be shooting out sawdust, but that's
you'd have to. Well, it's not us to make these rules up, but certainly something for the government over there to think about.
The Thai government's pretty corrupt, so I reckon there'll be a few guys getting a few more than just the one card.
Okay, so you reckon you could pay to get extra cards?
Oh, mate, it's all whatever if you got the baht, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want.
Everyone's got a price.
It does.
Everything's for sale.
Everything's for sale. Everything.
So you didn't answer my question. Out of 100, how many?
Oh, you might go. What was I thinking? I was a bit woozy on the early flight, midday flight. Let's go. I reckon it's a smaller percentage. Maybe 30%. 30% where you go, he's a bit questionable.
It's still big industry, isn't it?
It's a big industry,
It's a big industry. Like, talk about stamping it down, but it's like saying to the Gold Coast, it's like the Gold Coast Council coming out and saying, all right, we're banning sunbaking.
Yeah.
Lots of people go out there to get some sun.
Watch those batteries. They're not looking flash, mate.
Are they?
It's that one bar.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, they're fresh out of the packet.
They're
They
the,
did look like they come from Thailand.
they're
mate.
the fuck they did. I had a few shoved up my ass.
Yeah, they're,
Yeah.
I had never heard of the brand.
No, never heard of the brand. So
Do it.
just
It might
watch
have
it.
been like-
So because we're on some gold here. We don't want to lose this.
Yeah, no, we'd hate to lose this. But a bit of
Yeah.
if that runs out, we don't lose the shit we've already.
We don't lose the shit we've already lost.
Yeah,
we
no,
just
it's
got to
good.
make sure we don't talk for 5 minutes after and
Yeah.
lose
So,
that shit. So
Watch that, and then we
With,
won't know where we
where we're at.
were. So
Probably some talk about a dildo up the ass. Anyway,
it would be hard to remember where were we. The bit about the dildo up the arse. I mean, that could be pretty much anywhere in this first 20 minutes.
right. This is So no, but it was a good trip. Basically, do you want me to run you through how it all went down? How it all went down, and for the record, I didn't get the dildo up the arse or anything like that. Well, you get to a point where you're walking down. So you're walking down Bangla Road, or you're walking down one of the even the sort of outside streets on the way to the sports bar that me mate had over there was and there's all just
So he had a bar over there.
yeah he owned a bar over there.
Did he when he was sick towards the end? Did he sell it, or has he still got it? Or
No, before he passed, they sold it. So it was 50-50, and two other guys came in. So now it's a third.
Yeah.
That third ownership for his business partner who had the bar as well.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so they did a good
Cool
job.
bar?
It was a cool bar. It was a sports bar. They said it was a dive. It was a Irish. No. It was an
sports
Irish bar. It was an Irish bar at the start, but it was a shithole.
Yep.
It's a shithole, and they renovated it. They did it up. It was called the Sansabai Sports Bar. So if you're ever over there, go in there, have a brew.
So those ladies that are, I don't mean to keep harping back on this, but are they in every bar? Do they just go into every bar, or do people pay them to be at the bar, or what's the? Because I've seen those YouTube videos where they're just hanging out of every bar. They're sitting.
Well, there's different bars. Some bars are the dodgy bars.
Yeah.
Where I think the girls, you go in there, they're there, and they go, oh, hello, big boy. Oh, hello, you're so hot.
Yep.
Me horny. Okay. You big man.
Yep.
And if you want to, you can pay to get them out of there, if you know what I mean.
So they're just almost like brothels.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And is it legal? They're clearly turning a blind eye.
If it's not legal, they are turning a massive blind eye.
Blind eye, yeah.
Yeah. But there's also just those massage parlours. So this is like you walk down, and at first they're all like, oh, massage. And they sort of come up and they grab you. Oh, hello, Aussie. You want massage? And at the start, it gives you a bit of a boost because you're like, oh, they're interested, and I'm cool.
Yeah,
but then
you soon realise that they're asking most people.
Yeah, well, there aren't. If you're walking there by yourself, you're in trouble. So So, and by the end of it, you're just like, fuck off. You're trying to dodge them. You're ducking over the street, and you go, fuck. I saw that one earlier. I said I'd be back, and I'm bullshitting her. Hey, you said you'd be back. Hey, big man. Hey, come on. Fuck off. They literally grab you. It's like a dog rooting someone's leg, at some points. They're like, this isn't good. This isn't good. No. I just want to go to the bar and have a drink.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
in their defence, you have walked down the street. Fairly well known for that.
Well, you can't miss it.
Yeah.
So you're talking about the
everywhere.
islands. It's fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every joint is there's a massage joint there. There's a massage joint there. You're like, it's not good.
It'd be a hard place to open up a legitimate massage place.
Yeah.
Like, specialising in remedial therapy or something.
Yes.
Or like sports recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you'd be working on someone, and then the bloke would roll over and go, come on, jerk me off.
Yeah.
I go, no, this is legitimate, dickhead.
Yes, this is sports recovery.
There's my certificate.
Yeah.
In sports therapy. Yeah. So, anyway, but great send-off. So, I got there at about Sunday night. So I flew out midday.
Yep.
Sunday time. 9 hours on the plane.
Jeez.
It's
It's a long haul.
It's a long haul, mate. It's a long haul. So I got into Thailand, which was probably about 9. By the time I got in there, so it's sort of 9 o'clock Australian time, but it's only. But then we got out and I met Surebet's sister there, Justine, and staying in the same hotel as her and a beautiful mum and Surebet's mum Leonie.
Yep.
And she said, all right, let's go down. And we went down to where Surebet had his bar and stayed there for a few hours. So probably pulled up stumps that night at about 1:30 in the morning.
That's good night.
Which is technically, you put the time difference. It's 4:30 Australian time.
And what are you paying for beer over there?
Well, you're sort of paying 170 baht, which I wasn't doing the fucking calculations.
Well, ballpark, is it $1.50 or is it $7?
No, it's maybe $5-6, maybe.
So they're not giving this shit away.
No, they're not giving it away. I think with the good old days of beers for like $1, they're done.
They're gone.
They're done. Inflation's hit everyone. So and that was good fun. Then me mates, Coxie and Jezza, flew in Monday morning, and they're straight to the pool bar. They're staying in the same joint.
Jez would have had the fire in his eye, wouldn't he?
He had the fire in his eye, and he's straight on the booze. And big day. We went out to a beach club with a heap of people because a lot of people had flown in for the celebration, and just sitting around. It was nice at this pool bar, and went back to Scotty's bar again, and pulled up stumps at 4:15 a.m. that day.
That's the second day.
That's the second day. So,
okay, so what time are you waking up?
Well, I usually get up for breakfast, but that day on the Tuesday I skipped breakfast, so I wasn't really rolling out of bed.
Well, you probably had something to eat about 4 if you're on the way home, or like a souvlaki or something.
Yeah, sort of a kebab. Yeah, there's a few kebab joints. So and then thought, well, Tuesday, I'll take it easy.
Yep.
So it wasn't feeling great. I thought I had to get a few things ready for the celebration the next day.
Yep.
Had to cut up a few clips from the Melbourne celebration. And
I mean, at the end of the day, you're there to do a job.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't a free ride.
Nah, they're starting to question why they've paid for you to go. You seem to be on a bit of a footy trip.
Yep. It is a footy trip, so I thought 10 p.m. I'll just pull up stumps, have a nice quiet night, and then Wednesday's the big celebration. So,
that'll be
at the Aussie bar.
Yep.
In Thailand, probably one of the biggest bars on Bangla Road there.
It's called the Aussie bar. What sort of things are they chucking out there to give the Aussie theme? Have they got a bit of a crocodile
kangaroo?
Head? Oh, kangaroo.
You see kangaroo up there. You see the big picture of Australia.
Yeah,
there it is.
Start.
A bit of sporting memorabilia.
What sort of be fairly dated? Sort of your Paul Salmon sort of.
Oh, what sort of was there up there? Yeah, a few footballers, a few boxers.
Oh, yeah,
that kind of stuff. Or
your footy on the. Can you watch footy on the telly there?
Mate, you can watch footy. You can watch cricket. You can watch it depending on what season. So that was all good, and kicked off the celebration. 2 in the Arvo. They put on free booze from 2 to 5.
Holy shit!
Yep. And great celebration, great send off. It was sort of outdoor, so I was using their sound system.
Yep. You didn't take your own?
Open. Nah. I couldn't get it on the plane. And so we sort of kicked on from there. Went to a bar, and this is a whole crew of us. Then back to Scotty's bar for one final send off.
Yep.
They had a beautiful. What they've set up is a picture of Scotty, Essendon jumper draped over him, big Essendon man.
Yep.
And that's up on the wall. And
nice.
We kicked on there till maybe 1 in. Then bar hopped and rolled into bed at 6:15 in the morning.
That's they're getting later.
Yeah, they're getting later.
Besides that one night off, you're
that really cooked me, mate.
Yeah, 6:30. That's really
cooked me because I was
pretty much put a black line through the next day, I reckon.
We had to check out by 12.
Oh,
and now we're flying out. I was flying out at like 10 at night, and Jezza and Coxie were flying out at about 6. So we all went to the airport together at about 5, and it's still very wonky. all of us.
Yeah, it's not great.
And it's just the come down from the day before, the whole 4 days. It's just accumulating.
It could sap your life. A place like that, you really sap your will to live.
And I reckon just the constant, like owning a bar, geez, it'd be tough work because people come to visit you. You got to drink, and you sure
the big red noses of the publican.
Oh yeah,
yep.
Of the big bright red cheeks and the
it'd be sort of fun life, but there'd be no end. Like even when we're talking about the rubber chicken, those times we had a couple of big nights there. Yeah, and then you forget that they're back there at 11 o'clock the next day.
That's exactly
probably
right.
10 a.m. the next day, preparing for the lunch. And it's just fucking Groundhog Day.
It is, and good fun at the time. But you know what it's, but it's day after day after day. So it was a great celebration. But now it's time to go out. So we jump in a cab. Myself, Coxie, and Jezza.
Go out where?
We're going to go to the airport. So this is Thursday arvo into Thursday night. And
any drugs? Do you see drugs around over there?
Weed's big now. Weed's big. Weed's legal. So
Bali was legalising weed as well.
Yeah, they may be.
So everyone's sort of smoking.
I think I think a few people have been there a few times. Yep. Know where they can get the party started.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because those full moon parties, that's Thailand, isn't it?
That's Thailand.
That would be, I imagine, drugs.
Yeah, I'm tipping there'd be a bit of that. They get your big drinks and, there'd be a bit of acid.
Is Bangkok Thailand?
Bangkok's Thailand.
Yeah, what's that? Well, that old movie, Bangkok Hilton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, they were... Because you can get the deaths... you can get executed, can't you, for drug trafficking?
Yeah, and for getting caught with a dildo up your ass. Yeah. But what was that? What was the movie? Was it Dude, Where's My Car or American Pie? What's the capital of Thailand? He goes, Bangkok.
Oh, that's clever. What's up with your shitty Thai gag the other week?
What's that?
Yeah, shitty Thai gag. I was thought of one the other day. I reckon it was Bangkok. Okay. Because when we couldn't think of another one, I thought it would have been funny if you walked out with a heap of rubber bands around your dick and said, sorry, I'm late, I've been to Bangkok.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
That's all right. That's good.
But again, great thought, just about 3 weeks too late.
3 weeks too late. That's all right. So we're piecing our lives together.
Yep.
We've given Surebet a great send-off, but we're paying for it now. We've got our bags. We jump in a taxi. And we're into traffic. It's about 45 minutes out to the airport. And we get about 2 minutes down the road, and Coxie's bloody, oi, hang on, pull over. What's going on? We go, what's wrong, Coxie? What's wrong? He goes, mate, my keys. I can't find my keys. He's ripping everything out of his car keys. He goes, oh, fuck, I've lost my car keys. He's ripping everything.
For when he gets back.
As you know.
You got to know where they are.
So he's pulling everything out of the bag, and we say to the cab, lucky we weren't going that quick, we're sort of just tooting along, and said, mate, we're going to have to go back to the Grand Mercure and get his keys. And anyway, after 5 minutes of him panicking and whatever, he lifts up his bag, and they're sitting on the seat there.
So he's had him the whole time.
He's had him the whole time.
Okay.
So we know where Coxie's sort of at with his mental capacity after 4 days on the piss.
Yeah. You see, you're not at your finest.
No, you're not.
I reckon it's a great way to because you would have obviously left some people there and you would have farewelled them.
Yeah. So Surebet's sister Justine, she's going travelling now for about 4 months, and a few people flew out the next day. It was sort of that come down. The celebration's done. It's sort of the full stop on Surebet's life.
Yep.
So it was emotional. It was.
But I reckon if you're not one that enjoys emotional farewells or enjoys full stops on something or big sort of finales, getting fucking poleaxed is the best way around it. Like I've had a couple of times I've been in Canada for large chunks of time, and I've left and you've been like, well, I might not see these guys again. Some of them at best, 4 or 5 years, whatever. But the night before you go, you have a massive fucking bender, and then the next day you feel like absolute shit. Yeah, there's no sleep, and there's no fucking farewell. You all just want to. You can't stand the fucking side of each other.
Fuck
and you're just
off.
like,
I've had enough.
I remember getting dropped off at the airport a couple of times and not even fucking making eye contact with a couple of mates. And they just couldn't get me out of the car quick enough, and I it's hell. So it's a good way if you don't like the big, oh mate, I'm gonna miss you, stay in touch, and if you just tie one on the night before, and no one wants any of that shit.
No, well, we didn't see many people the next day. It was just me, Coxie, and Jezza. So all right. So we've got the keys. We're back on track.
Good.
Things are going good. But over the next 45 minutes, just winding around bloody Thailand, getting out to the airport. Jezza's asleep on the bloody floor.
Yep.
Coxie's passed out at some stage. I'm hitting my head against the window, but we've got everything. Let's get the fuck out of here. And
let's depart this shithole.
Let's depart. That was debauchery. Let's get out of here.
I'll never speak of it again.
No. So, all right. Thanks, mate. We rock up at the airport. Thanks, champ. You bloody beauty. All paid for. Open the door. Grab our shit. Step outside. I've got my bag, my laptop.
Yep.
Jez has got his bag. Coxie's got his bag. Driver drives off. Coxie, you see the look in Coxie's eyes. Oh, fuck. Wait. Hang on. Wait. What? He does a little... I go, what? He does a little dash. He sort of runs, but he's only half-hearted.
Yep.
He's looking at the driver drive off. We go, what, mate? What do you forgot? He's like, I left my phone and wallet in there. Like, oh, fuck.
Is this Coxie again?
This is Coxie.
Mate, he's Coxie's a fucking what do you call it when
basket case?
He's a basket case, no doubt about it. But what do you call it?
A liability.
He's a fucking liability.
He's a fucking liability. So you should have.
He's causing it. Sometimes you just got to fucking
cut him loose.
Cut him loose.
Cut him loose.
Coxie, you're not part of the crew anymore, mate.
Well, he sort of, you could see him look, but when you're like, you're that fucked, you couldn't even sprint after the cab. He was probably in two minds. Did I leave it? Didn't I leave it? He goes, yeah. He sort of, and then you just see this defeated look, and we go, oh, fuck, what do we do? So we try, and we had no internet until we got into the airport, and, we're ringing his WhatsApp because he might have left it, and the driver would miraculously pick up and think, oh, yeah, I'll come back. I think as if he's going to fucking do that.
No, I don't want to stereotype, but but I think the chance of that guy doing a U-turn and bringing that
because you could see he was getting shitty on the way to the airport anyway. He's like fucking going down all these side streets. He's getting stuck behind a cement mixing truck, bloody on this little road. You could see him, like he wasn't swearing, but you could see it in his eyes, and he's getting all agitated. I said, he's not coming back, Coxie. No,
you've probably spent so much money. You've tipped the poor fucker about 10 cents. And,
mate, well, I reckon we gave him, what was it? It was $1,300. I reckon it was about $15 or something. And he's wasted an hour of his life.
So he's got fuck all tips.
He's got fucking
He's
nothing.
just thinking, you fucking tight Aussie. And as he drive away again, and he's looking.
He heard it ring. He probably heard it ring.
Yeah, he's
probably seen Coxie. He's going,
you
fuck you.
stupid motherfuckers.
Let's get out of here. So, and it was one of those ones where you, as much as you see it and you feel, you just go, thank fuck it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, you felt for Coxie, but to be honest, I'm like, oh, thank Christ it wasn't me.
Yeah.
So then we sort of put in a few little efforts of trying to ring, and he's cancelling cards.
Your care factor's a fair bit lower than Coxie's, I'm guessing.
Oh, my care factor was, I love you, Coxie, but fuck, mate, I just wanted to get home, and I'm glad I had all me bips and bobs, and I was there. So they ended up.
So he's would there be? Imagine Coxie getting back there. You just want to. But when you something like that, or whether get back from Vegas, you just want to pretend that shit never happened, and you just want to get on with life. But he's got back, and he's got to fucking start reporting cards missing.
He's bought a new phone. He's got to get all his cards replaced, and it's one of those things. I say, how's your trip to Thailand? Did you keep yourself in decent shape? I said, I lost my phone. I lost my wallet. I'm a fucking idiot.
Jeepers,
So,
poor Coxie.
jumped on the plane and Jetstar plane and just could not get any sleep. Just those planes are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. I was on an aisle. I had a bloke to the left of me over the aisle. He's like sleeping with his mouth open.
Yeah.
Got a chick next to me who, let's just call her big boned.
Yep.
She, what's the etiquette with the, how you take the, what's the thing called? The armrest.
The armrest.
The armrest. There was no etiquette with her.
It's
First in, best dressed.
No. There's many comedians have discussed this and on podcasts and so forth. The guy in the middle gets both the rests.
Well, she took both.
So where was she?
She was in the middle.
Well, she gets both of them.
Yeah, okay.
Because you can sort of half hang out the side. Old mate on the window sort of gets to lean up against the window. She does get both.
Well, she's heard that rule, and I think she really took advantage of it.
Yeah, but it's only with her elbows. Like if she
was sort of coming through under the seat rest as well.
Yeah,
like she wasn't. You wouldn't go, whoa, she's a big boffer.
Yeah,
but there was a bit on her. She could get a bloody pre-season in. Could get a pre-season in. Yeah. And, she wasn't too... But she was on her own. And then she started talking about her husband. I go, what the fuck? And then I saw, when we got off, I saw her husband. I thought, Jesus, you wouldn't want those two in two seats together.
No,
so I'm thinking
every pot has a lid.
Maybe what they do is they said, well, let's just chance it. We'll get separate seats because we know if we sit together...
There's not enough room.
We're going to be real uncomfortable.
We've just got to cross our fingers that we
don't
sit next to someone that's anorexic. We both sit next to someone anorexic. That's the only way this is mathematically going to work.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the bloke in front, he put the seat back and, mate, it gets to a point where I literally could have just put my hand out a bit. I'd be giving the fucker a head massage.
Oh.
It was ridiculous. So, because when I sleep on a plane, sometimes I rest my head up against the seat in front, but I couldn't even do that. It was just so tight. It was
the moment I get on a plane, I'm drugged. Like I'm out.
I should have drugged myself.
Yep.
Should have drugged myself, but I was worried I was going to shit myself in my sleep. So, made it back.
You don't want to shit yourself.
Got home and, as I said, it was a great send off.
How were your shits?
They're worse now at the moment, to be honest. They weren't bad when I was over there, but I think because I'm off the booze now, I'm really starting to come normal, and I think I'm getting all the crap out of me.
Yeah, could be it.
Yeah, so, but we're back. We're been off the booze for a few days and get my life back together. But to Surebet, you little bloody ripper.
You little rooter.
Little ripper.
He's done well. You've done well. Your boys have done well. You've set a mate off the right way. The way he would have been proud of you, I reckon.
He would have.
He would have appreciated it.
We said that. He would have been real proud.
He's somewhere up there. As bad as it was for Coxie, he's up there somewhere having a good old fucking belly laugh at Coxie losing his wallet.
Well, at about 5 o'clock in the morning, when we're at this shitty little bar, Jezza got up, bloody on the bar. There's like 3 lady boys serving and stuff like that. He got one of them to write Surebet on his ass, so he's dancing around with Surebet on his ass. It was quite a night to send him off in the end. So
That's
good
what
trip.
He would have wanted.
He would have wanted that.
Yeah.
So but anyway, that was me. What about you? Mate?
Oh, mate.
Run us through.
We're bloody.
I'm on fumes here.
No, mate. You're doing a great job. Because, mate, there's. Well, I don't really have time to get into.
Do you want to do a little bit?
Well, he'll be bloody heartbroken if we don't mention him. So I'll mention bloody the Big Lurch. He's a bloody great man. So
Ripper.
So bumped into quite a few Bantitos down in Tassie.
Maybe Tassie's our area. Can we do a live podcast there to 6 people?
Yeah, we'll see how we go. Might not have quite enough yet, but who knows?
Who knows?
Just the excitement when someone comes up and says, I'm a Bantito.
I haven't had it for a while.
It's a bloody good feeling.
It
Really,
is good.
really gets that bloody like someone's got a little
Got a
Bunsen
dildo
burner
up
under your
your
ball
ass.
bag and
Yeah.
really cooking your balls away.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
get warm and fuzzy.
Mm.
And he's come up at this is how fuck my memory is at the end because we got on like a house on fire. We're talking footy, talking Bantito stuff. Well, the first thing he asked me, he goes, mate. Well, first things first. What are they?
What does
what are they?
Fev?
Yeah, what does Fev call it?
Foreskin.
So I told him that. He was fucking pretty impressed with that. And so that was great. And at the end, I said, because I was at a gig at this footy club and I went up and gave him the Suburban Football book. I said, there you go, mate. And he said, oh, you gave that to me last time we caught up. I was like, oh.
I still haven't read it, so I don't need another one.
Yeah. Well, so I sort of been chatting to him like it was the first time we'd met. But but he's there. The big lurch. He's a good man.
Yeah.
He's a bloody good man. He loves the footy club down there. So his
How tall is he? He looks tall. He's tall.
9'8".
That's tall.
He's
So he'd struggle on a Jetstar flight.
Oh yeah, he couldn't go on the Jetstar flight. No, he'd have to rip one of the seats out.
He would.
Yeah. He's a big unit. He's but his footy club had to shut its doors. Just bloody
Huonville? He was wearing a Huonville.
Huonville?
He was wearing a Huonville.
Oh yeah, the Lions. Yeah, no, that's
his new club.
That's his new club because the other club shut its door, and he obviously loves his footy. So he went and so got to find a footy club. So he went down there, and he can't actually he can't play. He's got a bit of a heart condition, the big guy. So he just helps out, but they bloody love him down there. So I gave him a bit of a mention during my comedy spot. He got some cheers. He's just a lovable bloke, and I think he's on the. I think he gets out on the lawnmower sort of when he's he looks after the ground. So
greenskeeper.
It's like greenskeeper sort of vibe. So he's got a bit of
I like that.
A lot of time. Great job if you're into your podcast.
Oh, real good job.
So
there's a lot of because I know doing the pool cleaning when I was in Port Douglas.
Yep.
Like 2008, 9, 10, 11.
Yep.
A lot of that was your own headspace. And when life was going good in Port Douglas, oh yeah, I'm thinking about, all the cougars I could get into or whatever. Yeah. And but then if life's not going good, sometimes you don't want to be hearing those voices in your head.
Time, yeah.
You don't want think time.
You don't want to be in your own head. You want to be in your own head's a bad place to be.
Yeah, should I go to Thailand? Should I fucking get a dildo up the arse? What am I going to do?
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yep.
So that was great. Yeah, Tassie was just a lot. There was a lot going on, but fucking, I'll just quickly tell you on the way to bloody. So this is the setup. So I'm flying out to Tassie Thursday, 3:10 p.m.
Yep.
3:10 p.m. I've got a podiatrist appointment.
Okay, what is the latest with the foot? I mean, you're wearing the Ugg boots at the moment. Is this precautionary?
Yes, I've been seeing me good mate Jackson. I haven't really had confirmation about how to pronounce his last name. It's like Tisdale or Tisdale or Tisdale. Jizdick. No, it's not Jizdick.
No.
Tisdale. And he's great. He saw me foot and he said, because he contacted us when we did the episode about talking about me hot foot. And he asked the obvious questions, is your foot on fire? Are you standing on a fire?
You're doing the Nigel Smart hot coals walk?
Yeah, no,
not Nigel Smart.
So he finally nutted out, and he got me this bloody these inner sole things, which I don't know what they sort of prop one fucking toe up because I had some. I don't know, to be honest, I don't know what the fuck was going on, but he's fixed it.
It's great.
He's fixed it. So I want to get out there. So I've got one last appointment. I want to get my photo with him and just spread the word that this he's a fucking miracle worker.
It's amazing.
My foot was fucked and I'm back out there and I want to promote his business. But so I've got one last time to go out there. So I thought, all right, I'll go there at 1, half an hour appointment will take me to 1:30.
Yes.
That's in Essendon.
Right near the airport.
Yeah. So it'd take me maximum 20 minutes to get to the airport, find a park.
Traffic. Ugh. Just worry about traffic around those areas.
1:30. Worst, just say half an hour.
Okay.
1:30 till 2.
Yeah.
I guess then I've only got 40 minutes to get to that.
Yeah, I worry with you sometimes.
Anyway, so
With your timing.
I thought we've got to go right back to the start. So 12 o'clock. So the plan is to leave my house at 12.
Yes.
I've put it in the sat nav.
And
30
this is one thing. My brother mentioned this. Has anyone called like those GPS things sat navs since fucking 2001?
Nah, it's a good point. It's not a sat nav. It's my fucking phone.
Like, what the fuck?
It's Google Maps.
You're not fucking NASA. You see, the sat.
Yeah.
I don't reckon it's been called a sat nav since they were first invented. I think that was the first ever thing that.
Yeah, I think sat nav might have gone out of
Yeah,
business
that might have
about
gone.
1987.
Yeah, there were tom-toms. There were tom-toms.
Yeah,
that you
yep,
could
yep.
use those, and then
Well, I didn't get a tom-tom because I know how unreliable I am. And I was like, I mean, if it's
There's
anything,
worse than one tom. There's two toms with fucked memory.
they will really fuck it up if you get two toms together. So, so I was certainly a sat nav kind of guy.
Yeah, so
Was
I reckon
sat nav even was it a thing?
I don't know.
Have I just made that up?
I reckon you've just gone. Yeah, I reckon you made it up.
Nav.
Well, that'd be a satellite navigation.
So it makes sense.
It sort of
It'd be a
makes
good name for it.
Yeah, it makes sense, but it's
But now everyone's just using the phone.
very dated.
So no one's buying those things anymore.
Oh, no one's buying them. They're like you put them on the windscreen. You can't even see anything out. You can't see out the windscreen.
They're so big.
It's like having a bloody laptop
Yeah.
on your fucking
it's
windscreen.
ridiculous. So
So GPS.
anyway, so I got the little I'll say Google Maps because that's what it is on my phone.
That's great.
So I popped it into Google Maps at about 11 and it said 37 minutes.
Great.
So I said, sweet. I can now fuck around at home for a bit. I'll leave at 12. I'll get there at 12:37. A bit of time to hang out before my 1 o'clock appointment. Half an hour appointment. Get to the bloody airport. Happy days. All right, so I'm fucking around home. Got my suitcase. Car's packed. Ready to go. Get in the car. Put in Jackson's podiatry.
2.5 hours.
1 hour 57. 1 hour 57.
What's happened? You didn't press public transport, did you?
No.
That was drive.
And I was like, what the fuck? And a
tanker's rolled over.
no, so a massive accident on the
You
Monash.
can't win with that unless you've got a helicopter. You're fucked.
Yeah. So, and this is where I got a bone to pick.
With
Well, it was going to be sat nav. Now it's Google Maps. You know what? There's a general rule in life. You're either reliable 100% of the time or you're unreliable.
100% of the time.
And you can't be trusted. Don't fucking hover in the middle.
With maps.
Anything.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So
all
where
right.
I'm going with this
Is this you and the batteries? How you keep forgetting them?
yeah, so I would say I'm unreliable.
I would too.
Nearly 100%
Nearly
of the time.
100%.
So,
We're still going here, actually. So, yeah.
yeah, I don't know what.
We've got about 8 minutes to go. So, we might make it.
8 minutes of the pod.
Oh, we can keep going.
Episode. I've got to fart.
Oh, here we go.
I'm good at the end.
You did, actually.
Oh, it's
You've torn something.
not good. Whew.
Reliable, unreliable.
Nearly nodded off for a second. And gassed myself.
Yeah. We're in the chamber.
Whew. Yeah, so you're either reliable 100% of the time, or you're fucking unreliable and you don't trust them, you just don't use them. But the problem with the fucking maps is it's reliable 92% of the time. So you can't fucking always trust it. So there's always this little bit of doubt. Is it because it's although that says an hour 57, because that should be the most direct route.
Yes.
But there's that little bit of doubt because it's every now and again it's fucking things up. So there's a little bit of doubt that maybe if I do go another way, I can still get there in an hour 10. But is it still just making me go that same way?
No, well, what happens is, because you know how sometimes, I don't know if it does it on Google Maps, I'm on the Apple one, but
Yep.
you know how it'll pop up and go, there's an accident up ahead, and it says, is it still there? If you click yes, I think it puts that all that data back into the wherever it goes.
Hemisphere.
The hemisphere, back to
Stratosphere.
the sat-nav, and then it comes back down and goes, all right, that's still there. So that's going to cause 15 minutes delay. So then it starts adding that. Because what happens is it's not like traffic just doesn't move while you're driving. Stuff's happening. There's crashes happening. There's people getting caught with dildos up their ass. So there's things that are putting off.
Yeah, I understand.
Like if there was no traffic on the road, the most direct route is never going to change. But stuff's changing.
Oh, I understand that.
Huh.
Well, you don't understand is my fucking point. Is that it's
I understand that you fucking leave everything.
No.
Like, it would be like checking at 12 o'clock at night when there's no traffic on the road, going, all right, 30 minutes, and then waking up and then going 12 o'clock in the middle of the day.
Okay. But my point is,
All right.
I get that it's an hour 57
Right.
to go on the Monash, which is the way it originally told me.
Mm.
But I don't trust it to not think, actually, let's just start through Hawthorn, Richmond. I can get you there in an hour 10. You know what I mean?
Does it give you a few options? No.
No. Well, it gives you the quickest route.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and it's saying the quickest route is an hour 57, and I'm thinking, surely I can bloody loop around and go down Dandenong Road or something,
Maybe.
avoid the Monash. But it's saying that's the most direct route. And the reason I'm losing faith in this piece of shit, and I took a screenshot, it's just doing some bizarre shit lately. Like I'll be going down.
It's going rogue.
I'll be going down the Monash, right?
Yep.
And it'll say, and I'll be going in the city, and it'll say, take the Toorak Road exit. And I'll be like, okay, I better do that because there's obviously a crash down here, so it's going to take me around. I'll take the Toorak Road exit, and then I'll say, take the Toorak Road on-ramp back onto the Monash.
Okay,
and
that is weird.
Well, that's fucked.
That is fucked.
Like, I didn't need to do that.
No, you didn't.
That's 10 minutes by the time you get down and ways.
Yeah.
And down in Tassie, it was basically a direct route from Hobart to Devonport. And this one bit, it just said, I'll turn left here. It took me 4 Ks inland, Yui, straight back down the fucking same road and back out. Like, does it want me to see something? Does
Maybe.
It think, Tom would love to see that.
Is it sponsored by a bakery or something where it's like, oh, there's a nice bakery up here, so it sort of takes you that way, or that
I think
is
you're giving it too much credit.
Okay.
And that's why I think you're either reliable 100% of the time, and I'd be like, okay, well, an hour 57 is the best I can do. I'm going to stick on the Monash, but because I've got that doubt,
second guessing.
yeah, because it's fucked up a few times before. I'm like, because this is what I did. I said, well, I don't believe it, and fuck, I tell you what, the day you go against the Google Maps, I mean, it's like
That's where it really.
It's like
that's karma.
It's like skydiving without a parachute.
You're fucked.
It's freewheeling. It's running down the street without your undies on, with your dick.
You're in a hotel room with a dildo up your ass.
You are. It is full on. So I'm ducking. I'm out of control now. I'm ducking through Hawthorn and anyway. So it's got to the point. I'm not going to make Jackson's appointment.
No,
that's become pretty clear. So I've rung him up. They were actually great. I said, mate, I said to the lady, I'll pay. I realise this is a complete fuck around and it's no good. And she said, no, you have if you don't turn up, you do get charged. But because you've cancelled, and well, I'm meant to be there in 3 minutes, so I don't think I'm going to make it. I don't think you can fill the spot. But she was
anyone
fantastic.
got a hot foot?
Anyone got a hot foot? And anyway, I only just got to the bloody fucking airport. I only just made it by the skin of me teeth. Was a close call.
I tell you, that Monash freeway, she's a bloody worry, that thing.
It's one little...
It doesn't take much.
Because if you just look at it from a distance, you just think,
straight.
Traffic. But what you got to realise is every car, there's an individual story.
That's true.
There's one bloke's a guy scrolling through his bloody Tinder.
Not just one bloke.
No, a lot of blokes scrolling through the Tinder. One guy's had bloody 9 beers.
But, yeah.
One guy's a truck driver who
On
hasn't slept in
meth.
3 days, and he's just done a glove box full of uppers. He's shelving Dexies, and there's a bloody L plater that's
Someone's-
just shit her pants. It's the first she made the wrong turn. She doesn't want to be on the
what am I
Monash.
doing?
And that's the concerning bit. It's not traffic. It's 10,000 different stories.
That's right.
And all it takes is one of those stories to fuck up, and you're looking at hour 57 to get to Jackson.
It doesn't take much
appointment.
you swerve out of your lane and, someone hits this, someone hits that. It's a bit of a worry out there.
And I would say conservatively, if you're driving down the Monash, full on traffic, 1 in 5 is semi-distracted by some sort of screen.
Yep.
I'd maybe go on a quarter. 1 in 4.
I'd go 1 in 4. Like, I must admit, I think I'm pretty good, but once you do starts banking up a bit, you start going, oh, what's happening on the Instagram?
Yeah.
Have we got any more followers on the Good Banter Instagram?
Yeah.
How's the YouTube numbers for Good Banter? Oh, that's not good. And then I shit
No.
myself and almost run up someone's ass.
Yeah.
How's
And
the
then
Patreon looking?
and then
we're
you
a
see how the
bit
Patreon's looking, and then all of a
You'll-
sudden I better jump on Seek.
You'll text me and go,
get a
how
job."
are our numbers looking for Mama's Spaghetti episode? I said, well, that's going all right.
And you'll
People
be like, don't check now if you're doing 110 on the Monash, and you'll be like, I'm okay, I'll have a look.
I'll
and
be all right. Tommy needs the numbers.
Yeah, that's most importantly. Tom gets the numbers in the next
Tommy-
couple of seconds.
Tommy does fuck all.
So,
So
that's
the numbers.
That's the problem.
Yes.
So many just one thing can go wrong, and it's fucked.
Yeah. So what are we thinking with the GPS? Are we gonna change? Are you an iPhone?
I got an iPhone.
You got an iPhone.
What's
So
the most
what is
reliable one?
What do I go with?
That batteries is,
it's still hanging in there, mate.
So what am I using? What is? Maybe I'm not using the best one.
Well, it depends. Someone will drop me a pin.
I'm using Google Maps.
Hang on, what am I using?
Surely, I mean Google's a fairly.
I'm
I would have
using
thought a fairly reputable company in the computer
Google.
industry.
So I'm using this one. What's this? All right. Would you want to type something in and see?
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right,
so
let's
we want
go.
something a bit further away. So
Let's go.
Airport. Airport.
Oh yeah, airport's a good one. Yeah, nice.
Airport. So Melbourne Airport. I think, yeah, yours is different.
Airport West, Melbourne Airport. All right.
Melbourne Airport. All right.
So how long has it taken you?
All right. If I drive, it's taken me 48 minutes. It's 50 kilometres away.
Well, I'm 52 minutes. 52 minutes.
Okay. It's a couple of
Okay.
minutes.
And I'm 43 kilometres away. How far were you away?
I'm 50 kilometres away. So unless this couch is a lot bigger than we fucking think.
But we're not.
We're not 7 kilometres away.
No.
No. The leads don't stretch that far.
I don't think we wouldn't be 70 centimetres away.
No, we're almost touching, actually. It's quite cozy. I came in
So,
a bit close when I sat back down there.
So that's probably Exhibit A.
There we go.
We haven't had to dig too deep to
No.
realise that something's fucking not right.
Yep. All
Something's-
this technology.
That's not all cocaine and prostitutes. It's
No,
not all.
It's not all bloody ladyboy hand jobs and
No.
getting
it's not all-
sucked off in back rooms and massage parlours.
No, it is not.
No.
Most of it is. But,
Most of it is.
So that's a good example. And here we are putting our lives in the hands of this piece of shit, and this piece of shit doesn't even know what it's doing.
Well, here's the question. What did we do before that? We got the Melways, and I think we left about 4 days early to get to Essendon for a fucking
Well, we had no idea.
bloody... We had no idea.
Oh, I used to go repping. I used to have to go and call on all these Bunnings stores up in Sydney.
Oh.
And I'd be driving around in fucking 8 lanes of just fucking chaos of just dog shit traffic with this fucking map on me bloody and manual.
Oh, jeez.
Manual map. No, I would see and in bloody Sydney, you can't turn right half the time. You got to, which is just fucking mind-blowing. So
Yeah.
I'd see a bloody Bunnings that I've got to get to. I'd drive past the thing about 18 fucking times from different angles, and I'd be going under it and over it, and I'm like, how do I get to that big fucking green shed? And I'd be doing circles around it, and it was the amount of time wasted trying to get... Oh,
Well, you had no time to be on your phone then, did you? Well, you obviously didn't have one of those phones, but
no, all you could do was snake and spend fucking half an hour sending someone a 2-line text message that was going to cost you $30.
Half the thing was you had to look at the bloody street signs. You had to go, all right, it's this one. And then you're going, all right, third turn, hit this, hit that, and then turn right. Oh, my God.
So maybe...
We need to go back to that.
No, maybe I've just got to stop being a fucking whinger, and I've just got such a shit memory that these things have actually changed our life for the better so much. They're not perfect. I'm not either, believe it or not.
Oh, Tom,
it's a big
it's
call.
not perfect.
So, maybe I should just stop me whinging. And
I think maybe you got to allow a bit more time. You got to realise it's 2023. There's fucking people everywhere.
Yeah.
There's all people, as you said, there's people in the cars looking at this, looking at that. There's
different stories.
Drivers on meth. There's taxi drivers who stink. There's so many different things happening.
Yeah.
Got to realise life isn't a movie, Tom. Everything works out in the movies. It's not how real life is.
Don't expect a happy ending, Tom.
No,
this is an American tale.
It's
an
not
Irish
Thailand.
One. This isn't it's an American tale. It's a Thailand one.
That's it, mate.
Do you know what movie that was from?
No.
The Devil's Own, I think, with Brad Pitt. Great movie.
Yeah, he's a good man, isn't he?
Don't expect a happy ending, Tom. This is an American tale. It's an Irish one.
Jesus, that's good.
See, it wasn't bad, was it?
Yeah.
I reckon this episode's about done.
We're about
I'm
done,
starting to do
Yeah.
Irish accents.
Yes.
Which was a lot less offensive than your Thai accent earlier.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh. Did I?
But how do you...
Is that they... Oh, shit.
But how do you... If you're saying something's... Like if you're telling a story and saying... All right, so I'm talking to this lady boy and I said, how much to cover me in peanut butter and like roll over me?
Yeah. Because you can't do an Aussie accent.
No. And then... And you say... And then they responded, so you can't do that accent.
Well,
I understand.
I think apparently it's just that because you can do a German one
and an Irish one.
I think it's just the Asian ones that you can't do.
But I don't think the Asians would care. But is it only when
probably
you're...
go? That's pretty good.
Yeah. I think fortunately yours is so bad.
No,
it's unrecognisable.
I had a stroke there.
But can you quote? Is it okay to quote someone?
Oh, so Jackie Chan said this.
Yeah, and then Jackie Chan said, "Oh, that's too much money for this movie." A famous Jackie Chan quote.
That was big. That was The Last Samurai or something, wasn't it?
Too much money for this movie. so that
we're going to solve.
But
this.
I understand that you can't.
Yeah.
Go into your Chinese restaurant and go.
No.
Oh,
But people do. When people are in Thailand, people were talking like that to the Thai people. They weren't full on going, but they're like, one beer. I get one beer. So
you have to.
You have to, yeah.
Try and talk like they talk
to
get your beer.
That's right, because they can't understand one beer.
No.
You have to go, one beer.
And look, I understand everyone's different, but I don't think someone that's just pretending to be a female and jerking blokes off for $2
is worried if you do
a
shit accent.
A shit accent, yeah. They've got bigger issues.
They've got massive issues.
Yeah. That's not what's keeping them up at night.
No, they're not worried about that. They're realising they've still got an 8-hour shift. They've got to jerk off another 12 blokes.
Yeah, they got a long day.
They've got a long day.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, that was...
I had a lot to do. And we'll maybe get to it next week, bit of a teaser. Like, I spent the day with Dacos.
Great, yeah. We'll get into that.
Other shit happened in Tassie. So I had a crazy gig at bloody Ulverston. A heap of shit happened then. So a lot to talk about, but we're bloody...
Heap to talk about.
Yeah.
And tell your friends about the podcast. Jump on the Patreon. The Tommy Times are going up.
I did another Tommy Time on down in Tassie.
looking forward to it. I'll get that on this week.
Yep.
And, tell your mates about it. Jump on the Instagram. DM me if you want to know what Fev called a foreskin. Just hit up the Good Banter message and
apologise if
get
there was a
back
bit
to you.
too much jerking off talk in this one. It did.
It
started that way.
Weird
Never
areas and-
never really got back on track.
Yeah.
Not one for mum to listen to. This one.
No. I'm
Not
glad.
that many are, to be honest.
No. They're not our number one listeners. So, anyway, hopefully you can get through that one and hang around for next week's ep.
Yep.
It has been another episode of
Good Banter.
Good banter. That's a good banter.